𝙗𝙗 𝙤𝙓.
What do you do?
We do handiwork, and we focus on the handiwork should be done within 24 to 48 hours. So we have two different types of clientele.
Okay.
We have commercial, that's managements, business owners, etc., that need recurring maintenance. For them, that's one clientele.
Okay.
And the second clientele that we have is residential. That's a very big part of our clientele. Basically, the way it works is 24/6. Anytime someone needs anything, they could either send a WhatsApp, text, email, or call in. One of our staff would pick up. What do you want to do? What is the area? Sure, let me assign a technician. If we have time that day, we do it that day. If not, next day, we put it on schedule.
How many technicians do you have on the road?
Depends. We have anywhere between 10 and 20. We started during COVID. Then 1 week, my parents went away to vacation. And my parents have, Baruch Hashem, a lot of married kids. We need more. My mother always said we need additional guest room.
Okay.
And so we decided, me and my wife, we decided we'll surprise her. She has a month, so she has a 3-car garage. One is a double car, then she has a separate. So we came down and one day we emptied the garage.
You and your wife?
Yeah, we emptied the garage, painted the walls. We put down vinyl flooring.
No way.
We put in spotlights, yes. We put gorgeous, I can show you. I made custom type of lamps that I made myself over each bed.
Yeah.
After that, my wife's like, 𝙗𝙗, hastig get the hand.
Right.
You have two good hands.
Yeah.
Maybe become something, a handyman. I was like, handyman. It's a heavy job.
Yeah.
Those handymans. I was like, 𝙗𝙗, just do it. You're not doing anything with your day. I just went on my phone, I downloaded a stupid app, I created a logo. That was the logo over there.
The first logo,
Handy House. Handy House Handyman. And I sent it around on WhatsApp to all my friends. Hi, I'm a handyman, put it on. You wouldn't believe it, but my phone didn't stop ringing.
Wow.
1, 2, 3 WhatsApps. I got busy and I had no clue what I'm doing. I never did this. So every night I would ask them what the job is. I would go on YouTube and try to figure it out.
No way.
Yeah, and I was up hours researching, and it's 3.5 years later, 4 years later, and I'm an expert handyman. FOI stands for Flix It Yourself. Baruch Hashem, we're up to 55 FIYs. 55 different tips on how to do things alone in your house. So he's taking each and every DIY, FIY that we shared
and puts it onto a flyer.
He's putting it on a flyer.
And it goes where?
And eventually, once it's done, it's 55 different things, and everyone has to be proofed, read, and everything has to be done good with the marketing.
That's going to be a booklet?
It's going to be a booklet that we're going to give for every customer.
Nice.
Send out to all. We have thousands of customers. Everyone's going to get it. It's okay. We're going to make a quick meeting just to elaborate and continue on what we had last week, Thursday.
I waited for you maybe an hour.
Yeah.
Give me a rundown of all the meetings you had from this morning since you got up.
So we started off first with, we had an inspector over here.
Inspector doing what?
For the business, he came to check legality parts. At 9:30, I had a meeting with a sister company that we have, a different company. We had a meeting with the workers.
Can we say what it's called?
It's called,
it's
complicated, but
okay.
it's called 𝙁𝙗 Power Wash. After 𝙁𝙗, we had 𝘾𝙝.
Right, that I saw. You were on the phone with who?
𝙁𝙗 from 𝘾𝙝. We have a show there. It's called 𝙗𝙗 𝙄𝙓 every week.
Every week?
The same idea.
Monday?
On Sunday, there goes our new episode on 𝘾𝙝 where we talk about different handyman
going now?
So we're going now to a long story, but basically, Motzei Shabbos, I had a flat tire.
Okay.
And I didn't know if I have a spare, if I don't have a spare. Within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I had a 𝙗𝙗 member show up.
Oh, wow.
He just, yeah, you have a spare. I didn't even know. Boom, 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 boom. 10 minutes later, I had the spare up.
The 𝙗𝙗 member discovered to you that you have a spare.
Can you believe it? I never paid attention. Then I was like, you know what? Let's make a FOI about it.
To meet a 𝙗𝙗 member?
Yes.
So this was so inspiring. This guy got fired by COVID, and his wife tells him, man, you're a good handyman. And some pushing, and now he has a full staff. He's a big company, Baruch Hashem. It's amazing, very inspiring. You can do it too. You see, these are the small units of 𝙗𝙗im that come for rescue in small streets. They don't have to wait for traffic. They can go in between houses. So this little thing, if you actually, I never was in one of this. Anthony says go inside. But if you actually sneeze while driving this, you'll go, boo! It's like a bike. Oh, Tata Zise. I think even the chair will crumble if I sneeze. Oh, look at this. I need to stay in one piece.
𝙄𝙗 𝙃𝙗, we're good friends. We grew up together in 𝙗𝙘 all those years.
So you know how many people drive their car, they have no idea if they even have a spare, and if they do, they have no idea how to access it or how to change it themselves.
He said he had no idea that he has one.
No idea.
I said, if you don't know what you have in your car, bring 𝙗𝙗, they'll tell you what you have in your car.
So if you open up the driver's door of any car, there will be a sticker right here that'll show you basic tire information. If you want to go to a gas station and fill up yourself, how much air do you need in your tire? This tells you exactly. 35 psi and your spare. So if you take a look over here, it has a line, it has a column for spare.
Meaning that there is a spare.
There is a spare in this car. Now
the spare would be blank.
It would be blank. It would not say
and now
spare.
go find the spare.
So generally in low cars, sedans, it's usually in the trunk. It has a compartment in the trunk. Generally SUVs, larger SUVs and vans have it's underneath the car with a cable, and you have to lower it with a tool, which I'll show how. If a car has a spare, it'll come with every tool you'll need to change this tire. That's right. So this is a jack, and here are the tools to use it. Safety tip number one, try to not on the side of the highway, try to be on a flat surface and try on a hard surface like pavement.
Okay.
Now the next important tip is put your car, apply the emergency brake, which is something you'll be surprised a lot of drivers don't know what it is or how to apply it, how to apply it.
How long will you say it takes?
I would say for an engine, never change the tire. This could take between 15 to 25 minutes, I would say.
Not terrible.
Yeah. So now that it's tight, once you secure it in place, now it's perfect. So before you start lifting it, you take this tool.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're in place. Okay. So you take this tool, and you make all of these lugs a little bit loose.
Okay.
What that does is that when you lift the car, it's going to be easier. The tire is not going to be so locked into place. So you show you.
This is my new job.
There we go.
Wow. Hey, good.
I was always good at this, bro. Breaking stuff, this is my profession.
Start turning it lower. And we got this tire out of the way. And we'll replace it. When you tighten the nuts, you always go zigzag. Don't tighten them in order. Why? Because it still adjusts onto the wheel a little bit. So
in Tzamungoi, first when we started, it was just Brooklyn. 5 boroughs.
Right.
Brooklyn, we started primarily in Brooklyn.
Okay.
But as of now, we have a team. They're spread out in mostly all of New York and New Jersey.
Who thought of the idea of FIY? How did it come to life?
So basically, a lot of people ask me, how do I come up with all those good ideas, marketing ideas, etc. Basically, 2 places. Either before I go to sleep, there's like in between, before you fall asleep, that's where I have my chalemis. Or a mikveh. Mikveh is a very good place. You go in the heiße bad, in the hot bad. That's where you usually get all your good ideas. That's where you strategize. That's where I have my business meetings with myself.
Yeah.
Chesky Ziegler. David Nadel.
Okay,
Good friend of
does
mine.
what?
Dryer vent cleaning.
Okay. So this is another FIY?
How a person could clean his own dryer vent by himself just by purchasing a kit like this.
So when the dryer works, in order for it to work, it takes in fresh air, it uses it for the clothing, and it has to be dumped to the outside. Now, with time, that dryer vent is going to get full of dust. Okay, so...
Oh, this is a Flix It Yourself with your 10 neighbors. Help.
In the United States, there's approximately 16,000 house fires from dryer vents alone. Now, those are what's recorded. In the last year to date, I serviced 27 dryer fires that were not reported, meaning the customer smelled fire. Either they saw smoke or they finished the load and the load smelled from fire.
Maybe we should stop shooting and go first to my house.
Call your wife, stop drying the clothes.
What is going on?
You want to have a brush, in this case, this particular, such a type of set, going through the entire vent with, if we're doing it from the outside like we're going to do from here, we'll have the dryer running and you're doing it from the outside, so everything that's being brushed off is flying right out. If you're doing it from the inside, then you want to have a strong vacuum pulling all the air while you're brushing it at the same time. So in this particular case, each rod is 18 to 24 inch. I think this is 18 inches. So they're going to be threaded into each other. Now, I want to make a disclaimer. If the drill is on a high torque and your drill and your brush gets stuck and caught onto something and you're gonna keep spinning, the rod is gonna get snapped off. The second thing that can happen, this is only clockwise, so the drill can only be going clockwise. If you go counterclockwise, any of the rods can disconnect, and now you have a vent that
I have to make a rescue mission.
a piece that's probably, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet stuck inside or even longer. This kit is basically for any easy access. If the vent is too complicated, or if it's going into a riser, which is a bigger pipe that's shared with neighbors, or if the vent is flexible, or if...
Flexible, you mean not rigid, not
if
like
it's not
solid.
hard metal pipe, it's flexible. Or if it's too many turns, it's too long. This kit comes with 32 feet. I would not advise using this kit longer than that. And it should be only used on simple vents. If the vent is too complicated...
What do you mean by simple? Simple you mean is like here, the dryer is right here.
The dryer out,
comes out over here,
it goes up to the ceiling, let's say 8, 10 feet. It goes out another 12 feet or whatever, and whatever.
That's simple, but it starts getting bent.
But if it's too many turns, it has to go around and it's too many twists and turns, then you're risking of breaking it, and then recovering it is not cheap and expensive.
That's where you come in. Airflow will drive and cleaning, you call you up, you get a phone, you'll take care of that.
Okay, so in this particular case, we're going to do it from the outside, so we're going to use the dryer for the ear, so that's an ear fluff. Or if some machines don't have that option, you could put it on time dry and no heat, or air dry. So we're going to put it on enough time.
Whoa.
Yeah. What's happening right now is I asked you that we need to go to one of the sites of the van.
Right.
Zero planning, you're going onto the app to find the closest location that someone is actually right now. The entire truck. This is so funny. Yeah. So this is so funny. We were just walking on 30th Avenue. We're going to the site where the van is. And look what we find in the street.
So we're here on the job. We met Alex, one of our the best technician on the team.
How long were you been in the job?
4 hours.
4 hours, nice. They're happy?
Yes.
Of course they're happy. What is the best advice you would give a man chick who's happy after koilel? Where do you start? What do you do?
I would say there's two things to take note. Number one, you have to know if you want to have a business or you want to make nice panusa, good panusa.
Okay.
When I started myself, Handy House, I used to stack away around $1,000 a day, cash.
Wow.
My safe was stacked up like that. The second to open Flix, it took me almost till recently to even be able to take out a decent paycheck. People don't understand the cost of running a business. Just by me, I don't know if I can share this, it cost me before starting the month $150,000, before any profit, before anything.
Wow.
It's $150,000 and it's just growing as the company grows. So then the kid is, what a person should always remember is, you could work for yourself, get your family, friends to spread your name, and you can make a very nice living. $800, $900, $1,000 a day cash with zero overhead. But the downside is they have to work every day, and if not, there's no bread on the table. The upside of having a company is that you don't always have to work, you can take off, you have workers doing the work, but tremendous amount of stress. Most people don't make money the first 5 years. If you're lucky, you start making money. And you need to have a huge operation.
Wow.
A huge operation to be profitable.
Are you regretting your choice?
Not at all. Love it every day.
Wow.
Famous.
You love the stress?
The stress at this moment is making sure the bills get covered and the customers are happy. If you have the right team, but that took me 4 years to do. I would come home some days 12 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Yeah, Sundays, Fridays, Erev Yom Tov, hard.
Chesky, was a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Ari.